Thank you very much. The chapel band. We have the citation of the third speaker by Miss Ruth Henry.
Good day, everyone. Good day, Vice Chancellor, sir, school management, distinguished guest speakers, and my fellow anchorites. I'm here to introduce to us Mrs. Oluwatobi Oluremi Judah, who is not just a career woman, but also an entrepreneur. Mrs. Oluwatobi Oluremi Judah, fondly called Coco, is a seasoned fashion entrepreneur with 2 decades of experience in the industry. After earning a degree in management science, she transitioned into the fashion world as a fashion journalist with a unique vision rooted in the belief that style is a powerful form of self-expression. Coco combines a strong foundation in management science with a deep passion for fashion innovation. Her brand, Coco Manila, was set up 6 years ago and it specializes in curating temporary designs that cater to upwardly mobile men and women, blending mobile aesthetics with the rich, colorful heritage of African fabrics. With an unwavering commitment to craftsmanship, each piece celebrates artisanal work, creating a bridge between culture and fashion. Our collections are designed to empower individuals to embrace their heritage while staying at the forefront of global style trends. A creative at heart, Coco's brand speaks to those who not only want to dress well, but also seek to honor their roots through fashion. With every collection, she strives to bring a stylish edge to timeless traditions, offering a fresh perspective on African fabrics through innovative design. Coco work has been showcased in Addis Ababa, Cape Town, Accra, Lagos, Berlin, and continues to gain recognition for a seamless blend of luxury, culture, and craftsmanship. And the brand remains a go-to for those who value fashion that is as meaningful as it is stylish. She serves as a minister in teenage ministry and is a sought-after speaker in entrepreneurship. Mrs. Oluwatobi is a deaconess in Davis Christian Center. She is married and blessed with 2 sons. With a standing ovation, let's join me as I welcome Mrs. Oluwatobi Oluremi Judah. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, the AUL band. Thank you. That was good. Thank you, everyone, for the honor. Good afternoon, all. And yes, like I've been introduced already, my name is Oluwatobi, but most people call me Coco. And I've been in fashion, like they said, for over 2 decades. Because what? I started, thank you, yes, you could put your hands together. Funny, I started fashion as a passion. It was just a hobby at the very tender age of 16. So I'm sure I have a few people who are just slightly older than that age in this room. So that's why I want to speak to you. You must forgive me because I'm not huge on slides. I like to share my story and I just feel it motivates people and then you would get on it and act on it. So I started at 16, but even before I became a teenager, I've always been that child at home who, whenever my mom traveled a lot, we were raised by my mother, I used to be the one to pack her suitcase. So I'll be the one to match this shirt with this shoe and do this and do that. You know, and people will tell me, you have an eye for colors, you know. You have an eye for silhouettes. I'll be like, please. I know that I want to be either a banker, because I just liked the way the women wore the suits. And, you know, people carry like briefcases and laptops and they looked really serious. I felt fashion was for those that really didn't pass well at school. So please, let me just do it secretly and then I would do the more serious stuff to make money. But you see, it never left me, because even as a little girl, I used to pick pieces of clothes. I'll be passing by a tailor's shop. I'll see her little fabrics. I'll pick it. I'll piece the fabric with needle and thread for my doll. And the suitcase for the doll was this little pink saving box. You know, that was just me having fun, because I was very melancholic, so I never had time to really go out there to make friends. So it was more me into myself as a young person. And like they say, the rest is history, because now we're there and we're making money from it. So wherever you are, where I want to start from today is, I want to tell you, entrepreneurship is not an easy road, but trust me, you can start with what you have and where you are. If you look at the story of the talents in the Bible, every person is given talents, every single person. I don't know what you do in your quiet time when you get back to your hostel. Are you into crochet? Do you love to bake? Are people calling you a foodie right now? And they call you all kinds of things and they laugh. Because then they used to tell me, oh, this girl is just boring. All she does is carrying rags about and trying to make it make sense. But yeah, that's trying to make it make sense. We've used it now to actually make a name and make business out of it. So don't be ashamed of what you have in your hand. Do you know how to weave hair? Please start with it. My first point I want to share with you today, if you have your pen, is number one, persistence. You see, if you know what you have in your hand already, be persistent with it. Don't give up. Do not give up on it to say, oh, people might laugh at me. Believe in yourself. Persistence pays out, because if you are in an environment like the one we're in called Nigeria, if you are not a persistent person, you will get frustrated and you will leave what you're doing. Today they'll tell you, when they say you, hi, Joke, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm making hair. Tomorrow, Joke is making shoes. And next tomorrow, she's baking cake. Because the environment and circumstances will just keep swaying you if you're not a very dogged person. So number one, do not forget, be persistent. Number two, there's a word that stood out to me at age 19 when I went to, there was this ED of UBA Bank who was mentoring me then and trying to get me to go study economics in the UK. So I saw this book he was reading, and while I was waiting for him, I just said, okay, let me go through a few pages. And the book was called Resilience. I got back home, I looked for the dictionary, and I found the meaning of that word. I read a few pages. It didn't tell me what the meaning of that word was, but it just told me a list of business people who had been resilient and how it has kept them. Resilience is never giving up. Resilience is picking yourself back up and never seeing failure as a full stop. Because those who fail are just people who are learning to get better. It's not the end. So if it did not work out at this point, trust me, keep at it. Go back to the first tutor, that's persistence. You will get to the point where it will make a lot of sense. And the next thing is, you must never forget who you are or where you're coming from. Humility is key, especially in your generation. A lot of people, trust me, a lot of you that are seated here will make it and you'll make it big. Because you're in the digital generation, where little things that you do, as soon as it gets a bit of visibility, you become that name. You become that thing that goes viral, that person that goes viral. Money runs after value. So as soon as you know what you want and you check and you make good use of what you have in your hand and you get that visibility, please do not forget and think you are now the best thing that happened to this world after sliced bread. You should keep your head down and stay humble. Very, very key. And trust me, I'll go back to my story, but I don't want you to forget this character. Never forget integrity. Because a lot of people who conduct business on social media, they just feel, after all, I'm selling this cloth on Instagram. Where will the person find me? Because nowadays, nobody has brick and mortar offices. What sets you apart and what makes you different is because you're a child of God. And you shouldn't be just a child of God in name and in worship, but you should be a child of God even in business. So when you stand and you want to represent, that talent in your hand was given to you by God. So he's the first CEO, he's the boss. and he would question you. He would ask of you what you did with that thing he blessed you with. So please never forget humility, integrity. If you say you give quality fabrics, if you say you give quality shoes, be honest to stick with your quality. Do not thrive on quantity and say, oh, let me cut corners. That's where the world is headed towards. Do not do it. So I'll go back quickly to my story before. It's not going to be a short chat. And I love conversations. So most times I would have preferred to ask questions and respond and then get to share from my heart. So my first client when I was 16, when I decided after secondary school, okay, let me go. There's this market, I'm sure you all know, Tejo Market. So I'd always go to Tejo and get fabrics and think up different styles and give it to the tailors there. I didn't know how to sew. So trust me, if you're telling yourself right now, crochet, I'd have loved it, but I don't know how to do it. Why not go to somebody who knows how to do it and give your ideas? That's the first birth of collaboration. The world is headed towards collaboration nowadays. You see a Nike and a Puma coming together to do a product because they know that they would reach a wider market. It goes back to the scriptural, the scripture always lays out templates. One will chase 1,000, but two will chase 10,000. So when you collaborate with your friend, your bunkmate, your dumb friend, the girl in the next room, you guys can actually do much more, even right from your room in your hostel, not to talk of your school. So don't be afraid of collaboration. Don't think, oh, somebody's going to steal my style. So I always had this guy called Zola who would help me sew. I would tell him, sometimes it takes me about 3 hours just to try to explain the style I want him to achieve. And at the end of the day, it always came out really nicely. And I just thought, okay, who knows, maybe I could make some little income. The speaker before me said something, that there's something called side hustle. If I started from a passion, then he moved to my side hustle. Okay, I could make money out of it. Let me just even see. My first customer was my mother. Usually she would travel and all, and I would pack for her. And this day she had a wedding to attend. And I said, Mommy, please let me make your outfit for you. I said, please, oh. I said, no, just let me try. If you don't like it, don't pay. But if you like it, you pay me for it because I'll take my time. It was a simple Iro and Buba. I went to the market, shopped for the fabric. I love fabrics, absolutely. I shopped for the fabric and I sat down. The tailor did it in a few minutes. But I didn't just leave it at Iro and Buba. I didn't just leave it at that basic fabric I bought. I sat down. Nowadays, you see people stoning things. I took glue, sat down with each stone, and I stoned that fabric from the top to the bottom. And when she saw it, she was like, which machine did this? I said, no, I did it myself, just with glue, with my hand, and with the stones. And she's like, this thing really transformed from that bland navy blue fabric. And yes, she happily paid for it. So while you are seeking for customers to say, oh, how do I get to the market? Start with the people around you. What you will do free of charge, trust me, people will pay for it. So first start with doing freemium. There's something called that. So if you think you can add knowledge to people, first start to give it free. Then the next thing, you will see that they'll tell you, oh, can you, instead of spending just 30 minutes, I'd have loved to ask you certain questions. You'll be like, okay, for those questions you want to ask me, then you would have to pay for that time. And then you start from very little. So these are practical steps, how you can start and get off your feet. Because if you think, the world has told us that, oh, don't start a business if you don't write a business plan. But I tell you, make your plan as simple as the next 3 months. Who are the customers I want to get? What kind of product am I selling? Where am I selling it from? Which is the channels of marketing? Am I selling it on social media? Am I giving it to friends? Like, I'm sure some of you have friends in other universities. So you could make hair ruffles. You could do wristbands. You could do stuff. When you come home for holiday, as you all are dispersing, let it not just be gist and you say, oh, all right, dear, see you later. Give them a bit of your product. Help me take it to your school and sell for me. And thank God for this fintech now that has given us financial inclusion for everyone. With a phone number, you can open an OPay account or a MoneyPoint account. Open it and start to bank your money. Start to bank your money and start to stay accountable. When my mother gave me that money, I think it was like 2,000 naira then. But from 2,000 naira, I got more confident and I started to make clothes for other people. Just family and friends. Anybody who trusted me that I wasn't going to do nonsense with their fabrics. And that money within 2 years grew to 50,000. And then I was already 18 years old. That was the first time I ever traveled. I went to Cotonou to buy fabrics. It will take me to my next point. Stay fearless. Do not limit yourself to your immediate environment. See the rest of the world. The world is open, especially to Africa right now, and Nigeria is at the top of that food chain. Take advantage of it. I went to Cotonou with 50,000 naira. I bought fabrics, came back to Nigeria to sell. And when I sold the fabric, I saw it sold fast. I was like, oh, fantastic. I moved to the next country. I went to Lomé. I took a taxi from Mile 2 and I went to Lomé. And I bought fabrics and I thought they were a bit pricey. This funny little girl, 18-year-old, stood at the border. And I saw people, they were shouting, a boss was shouting, Accra, Accra, Accra. This was the Aflao border because the market in Lomé is not too far from the border. And I just said, well, I came here alone. I gave them my little passports. They stamped it. I got into Ghana, entered the bus in Aflao, and I went to the Accra market. Why did I do that? It was my quest for cheaper fabrics because I realized the French were coming into Lomé a lot more, so they were a lot more exposed than Benin Republic, so their things were more expensive. As an entrepreneur, you must always seek to reduce your cost in whatever you're doing. That's a good point to write down. You must not think, hey, I will always increase the price now. No. What makes you an entrepreneur is the ability to think. Think of how to reduce costs and how to add value and to make the most profit from that little you have input. And that was how this girl got to Ghana. I went straight to the Accra market and I bought a full Ghana must go of fabrics, black and white, these kente, different things. I bought a GTP and I came back to Lagos and I was happy. But you see, the lack of experience, I did not understand that the black and white fabric I bought was the fabric they normally use for their burial. But I just liked it because it looked nice. So don't be afraid to make mistakes because that's where you learn from. And that's how you can get more knowledge to educate others. I would, anyway, and it went on, and that was how I grew. And I was like, okay, I think I'd really want to do this thing. I went to school. Did management science because my eyes were still on being a banker. I did management science. I came out with very good grades. And everybody was like, yes, this banking job. Trust me, there's no work out there waiting for you. It is all up to you to create something from whatever you have or even from nothing. So, like I told you at the beginning of my talk, I said start from what you have and where you are. I would also tell you, please do not be afraid to seek out mentors. Seek out people in the area of where you're trying to grow your business. Those that have gone ahead of you, please seek them out, ask questions. I am seriously into fashion. I have seen that the role of apprenticeship is dead. Do not be afraid to go and work for someone. They tell you nowadays in school, like, oh, go and do your industrial attachment. And some of you are angry when you get to the company and they tell you, oh, sorry, we can't give you money. You just come. And you're like, no, please. Knowledge is valuable. You cannot quantify the knowledge you get from where you go to do your industrial attachments. Go there and be very, very diligent to study whatever knowledge they want to pass to you. So if you want to go into business, seek out what you want to do early enough and seek out who can help you grow that business. You need mentors, not for only knowledge, but you need them as accountability partners. Because when you say in the next 5 years, I want to have made so and so amount and I want my business to have spread, you need somebody who's asking you, year one, Tofumi, you said you were supposed to do A, B, C. Have you done it? You need somebody who, because most entrepreneurs become lax because they don't answer to anybody. You need to seek out mentors, before they used to call them role models, but now they're called mentors and coaches, people that would help you to achieve what would have taken 10 years. With a mentor and a coach, you can do that even faster. You have a fantastic entrepreneurship center here in this school. I would advise you to take very good advantage of it because that way you would grow and you would do even much more. And then I would like to tell you, be visible, whatever it is that you're selling. Do not tell yourself, oh, I'm too small. This business I'm doing, it's just 2,000 naira. What is there? Who wants to see it? Everybody wants to see it. Everybody wants to see it because you have in your hands the solution to the next man's needs. And people will pay you when you actually add value to what they are in need of. So be visible on social media and don't think your business is too small to have a website. You know, I see a lot of people that call themselves entrepreneurs and all they have is just a social media handle. Trust me, if you rely on having just a social media handle, you're like a child who's growing on the street without a house. Because if you do not seek to have a website, one day, Instagram will just decide, we don't like this boy's face. We don't like this girl's face. And they just shut down your page. What do you do at that point? So make sure you have your website where you are in control of it. That is full digital power. Take advantage of that. I'm sure you have people who do computer engineering, computer science in your school. Speak to them. Do not be afraid of collaborations. Speak to your colleague, your schoolmates. Can you help me create a simple website, a basic website? You have apps that actually do this thing. There's Etsy. There's, even on Jumia, you could sell on Jumia whatever it is that you're selling. And you could start from there. Also, another thing you shouldn't forget to do is the change that we seek in Africa can only be done by you and me. Forget, if you keep waiting for change and development to come from government, you probably might wait and get up to 50 and nothing has really happened. But if you decide in your room and say, you know what, the change that I'm looking for, I'm that person that will do it. Africans are too used to knowing something and keeping that knowledge to themselves. Why wouldn't you be the person that says, oh, I came for Entrepreneurship Week. I learned A, B, C, and D. Put a few people around you together and pass on that knowledge that you just got. When you now get to the point where you become that name in the industry that you're trying to excel in, please do not forget those that are coming behind you. I love to pass on knowledge to young people, to those behind me, because I know they will continue the line. They will continue everything with those that are even coming as well, which helps you to become a mentor to your younger brother, to your neighbor, to that person. And lastly, please always add knowledge to yourself. I tell people I'm a knowledge sponge. Every time I am either traveling or I am in one course or another. Because if you get comfortable with the little knowledge you think you've gotten from university, trust me, the world is moving so fast that your knowledge and your information becomes so outdated, they leave you behind. So be ready, add to yourself, go for seminars. As a teenager, I already knew of an app that was called Eventbrite. So most times in my spare time, when school is on holiday, I'll check through Eventbrite. Where is this seminar happening? I'll transport myself, I'll go there, I'll sit there. The speakers have told you, your network is your net worth. Yes, that's true. But it's when you go out there that your network increases. Do not limit your network to what you have in school or the friends that you grew up with. Go out there, meet people. I've traveled and I've showcased what I do. And why did I do that? We've seen people love to wear fabrics that are not African. I'm African at heart. And that's the selling point of my business, because I just always told myself, I must make sure that anybody I meet, you must know you met this African girl. Coco Manela is just simply telling African stories based on what we wear. I put it on my designs. I cannot go anywhere, even if I'm meeting with the King of England, and you wouldn't see me with a bit of a dire on. But I just knew that, to make it a bit more interesting, let us put it with contemporary fabrics to make it lovable, because everybody must wear African. Just as we all started adopting jeans, they must adopt what we wear and who we are. Thank you very much. We happily did that in 2018. I can proudly say I was one of the first few people in 2018 to put the adire on the fashion runway. And now, every single place you turn to, you see people wearing adire and ashoke. it's what we are trying to sell, and everybody's beginning to buy it. They're making it more trendy. And we just hope that those coming behind us would even make it beautiful, add more value to it, and make sure that everybody, the next generation, everybody is happily wearing Ankara jackets, Ankara trousers, pants, skirts, and our economy grows. If you think government will do it for you, government will not do it for you. Decide in your room, I'm the change Nigeria needs. That thing, little thing in my hand, I can use it and make a name. I always thought, okay, I wouldn't make clothes, I would be a model. But they told me I was too short. This was at age 19. But what did I do? I didn't stop there. I actually went ahead and I owned the runway. I've gone to showcase in different parts of the world. And towards the end of this year, I'm going to the US, we're going to Thailand. I just came back from China. And it's all on this. Do not limit yourself. Do not think, oh, it has to be just here. I mean, we went to Cape Town last year and we sold out what we took to Cape Town. And everybody's like, oh my God, I hope you're coming next year. Please come with your geles. I watch it in your movies. I do this, blah, blah, blah. They want to wear our beads. What do you have in your hand? And where are you? Start from where you are. Thank you, and that's my time. Okay.
Thank you very much. That was a wonderful presentation. She said so many things. What you have starts with what you have, where you are, right? Say to yourself, I am the change Nigeria needs. Yes. I want you to say this after, when I say Entrepreneurship Day 2025, you say, celebrating resilience and excellence. Are you ready? Entrepreneurship Day 2025. Again, Entrepreneurship Day 2025. Yes, yes. We are celebrating resilience and excellence. You need to be persistent. She says so many things, so many. I hope you are taking notes. Don't be afraid of collaboration. Stay fearless. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. It's not the end. Seek out mentors. Knowledge is valuable. Be visible on social media. And so many things. Integrity, humility. Somebody say humility. Humility. Wear it. Like, be humble. No matter the level you get to in this life, be humble. It's going to take you further. Be persistent. Now, I hope somebody is taking notes. I hope somebody is taking notes. If you want to be the next CEO, you cannot remain in your comfort zone. Now, in 5 minutes, we want to invite Mrs. Omoshen Bolaji, the CEO, Comfort Veg. You can hear me now. We welcome Mrs. Omoshen Bolaji. Welcome, ma'am.
Good afternoon. I want to appreciate the privilege given to me from this university and tell you my experience on I give my greeting to the audience on the table and the student at large. I appreciate this privilege once again. I want to tell you that I'm the CEO, MD of Comfort Vegetable Oil. I'm happy to tell you today, Comfort Vegetable Oil, our oil go through, maybe you know hear the name in the market, but you taste it every bite of biscuit that you ate. And I started from the scratch. And I want to advise you to not despite a humble beginning. Don't be afraid. You can start something little. I start at a little, and from there, I'm a market woman, and I go through a lot of problem that you cannot run away from it if you want to be great. By the grace of God today, I own 2 companies that produce from the scratch. When I mean from the scratch, we call something palm kernel. Do you know what palm kernel is? Okay, we crush from the crushing. We take it to the factory. I have a refinery. We refine it, and we turn it to vegetable oil. But I have to tell you, there's a lot of rough road, and don't be afraid. If I'm saying a rough road, no, if you don't pass a lot of galloping, you cannot go to the straight road. By the grace of God today, God helping us, and the church too helped me, because I go through a lot of problem. If you know what market means, I go through it, because they gave me just 5 minutes. I cannot go through all those things. But what I want to tell you is that don't give up. If you want to start anything, be determined and be focused. And make sure you excel in what you are doing. Don't let anybody discourage you. You can have problems, you can make a mistake, anything can happen, but have a focus. Have a focus and determination to reach where you want to go, and you will be there in Jesus' name. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Be determined. You will get to your destination. We have an interactive session now involving all the facilitators, all our guest speakers. So, they'll want to hear your questions and attend to them. They will answer your questions. If you have questions, you could write or raise your hand up. Okay? So in 10 minutes, we should be doing, in 10, 15 minutes, we should be done with that session. Questions? I can't see any hand. Ushers, help me. Okay. The first person can come up. Ushers, help us with the mic. If you have any question, please come up right now. Just stay close to her so that we can know how many questions we have. Thank you. That means we have just 2 questions. Do we have 2 questions? If you have questions, please come forward. The media, please help us. The first question.
Okay, good afternoon, Mars. Good afternoon, Sarah. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Testimony. I have 3 questions here. First of all, when I was about entering school, there was something my mom was always ringing into my head. Don't get involved into any business. It will affect your education. You will not be able to get the first class that we want you to get and all of that. So because of this, that made me zero my mind towards anything business or whatever. Like even the way I am now, I have zero knowledge about anything digital whatsoever. I'm just focused on schooling. Thankfully, I was able to come into a seminar like this, and I've gotten some things. Now, what should I do? I want to start this, but my mom is against it. What would you advise me do? Secondly, as a person, I'm citing an example here. As a person, you've looked around, studied your environment, those things that are lacking in the environment, and you found out that there's something that you are kind of passionate about. Okay, you want to go into this, but your friend is also into this. Let's say your friend stays off campus and you stay inside school. So you want to go into this business. But if you go into it to feel like you're betraying your friend because she also is in that business, but that is what you want to do, what would you advise I do in this situation? And lastly, I'm a kind of person that make hair. I can make hair very, very well, like pretty well. I make hair, and even from the talks and all of that, I've been hearing things like making hair. But I've never been able to make money from that skill. Why? Because I find it hard to ask my friends for money when I make their hair. So even someone asked me that, am I doing this as a ministry? Why will I make my friends hair and not collect money? I don't know how to ask. I have that problem. I don't know how to ask. Like, okay, this is the amount you should pay. So many times I just do it as friendship. Even some other people, my roommates and all of that, I do hair for them. But I find it hard to ask them. So what would you advise I do? Because I've tried. I just don't know how to.
Thank you. Going forward, before you ask your question, please direct it at one of the speakers. Do you understand?
Okay. Good day, sirs. Good day, ma.
No, hold on, please. Dr. Anita. Yes, please.
Okay, so I'd quickly want to answer the lady who just asked the question. Okay, I think she's somewhere. Fine. So, first question I'd have loved to ask you: what's your time worth to you? Where is she? Yes, you said you just help people make their hair, and you feel bad collecting money, right? Now, the time you'd have been making that, you'd used to make that hair, you'd have been doing something else, probably studying or reading your book, right?
Yes.
Good. So that means your time has value. So what's the time worth to you?
The thing is, I've thought about this. In fact,
No, I'm just asking you a question. What's your time worth to you, not your personality? You see, it's a personality issue you're having right now. Because you are kind of a phlegmatic person, I just want to study, move on. But the thing is, the day you start to understand that you're a person of value and that your time should be valued just as you should be valued, then you understand that whatever you put out, it is meant to give you to value. It's a value exchange. We must understand that entrepreneurship is a value exchange. Value for value. Not my value for your own idleness. You can't give me nothing for my own value that I've given to you. So by the time you start to value yourself and value your time, every person you give this service to would actually pay a token. Now, the simplest way to put it is this. If there's a salon in school that weaves people's hair for 1,000 naira, what's your name?
Testimony.
Oh, fantastic name. Testimony. Collect 200 naira. And so that it looks as if it's just a token. And then trust me, that little 200, when you take it from at least 10 people, you see, our problem in Nigeria is because we don't do things with data. By the time you make hair for 100 people, taking 200 naira, do the maths, you'll know how much you must have made in 2 months. When you see how much you can make in the long run, it will motivate you to actually take a little token, and from there you will change and actually grow in charging. Okay? So start from the easiest point. Don't do anything that will distract you from your education, like your mother's fear. You have to come out with first class. But in your spare time, make money, testimony, so that your name truly will stand out.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you very much. The next question, please.
Good day, Maz. Good day, sirs. My name is Loechi Grace Chinonso. I'm a young writer, and how I sell my books is usually during events or occasions where I make publications and speech on it. But I have a problem in selling it, let's say like a daily basis, where I can have it as an income. So what strategies or techniques can I use in earn money from it? Thank you.
Please repeat the first part.
I said I'm a writer, a young writer. So I just made my first publication, and it has not been easy making money from it, let's say on a daily basis. And I notice it's usually during events I make publication, I'll make awareness of it. That's when people launch the book and all the rest. But I want it to be like something I can get money, let's say on a weekly, on a daily basis, so it doesn't become dormant. What do I do?
Who is it directed to?
Okay, so the first place you can start is, do you have a blog? Good. So the future of writing right now, I started off fashion as a journalist, imagine. I was a fashion journalist before what I'm doing right now. So the first place you can start is create a blog and write about these events. What kind of events are we talking about?
Events to school where I can
School events.
enlighten.
Fantastic. You're already in a community, because one of the problems writers have is actually creating a community of people who will read what they're producing. So write, and from there, when you have a community of people who read it, then recommendations come. The first point and the best way that business can grow is word of mouth. So when they'll be like, man, I read what she wrote and she writes very well. They'll recommend you. And a magazine, a newspaper, somebody who owns a bigger blog will call you and say, oh, can you write for us? People are looking for people who can help them write very catchy captions, as simple as captions. You can sit from it and they earn money. They earn money. I was having a meeting with the social media team I'm trying to adopt for my brand. And what they are actually asking for the person who's just coming up with captions alone, it will really interest you. So have a blog, set up a blog, and just put your writing. And from there, someone will seek you out, and then you'll start to earn from it. You could write for movies, you could write for newspapers, you could write for events. I'm sure your school has a publication.
Yes, ma'am.
So write for your school. Write for your school. As long as somebody's reading what you're writing, there will be recommendations. Start from there.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question.
All right, good afternoon, ma'am. My first question is for Dr. Anita. They say network is net worth. So how can one break out from a personality that does not socialize? Okay. And my second question is for Mrs. Oluwatobi. You said the world is heading toward collaboration. And so in what ways and how does one preserve and conquer a situation whereby your idea got stolen? How do you persevere? How do you conquer
a situation when your idea got stolen by somebody during a collaboration process? Thank you.
All right, your first question. Now, if you want to break out from personality that is withdrawn or like an introvert, like me growing up, I used to be a person that I would stay in the same house with my brother. I cannot even talk to my brother. If I need something from him, I would just look for a paper and write and give to him. It was that very bad. But today I can stand and talk to you. Now, what you need to do is that involve yourself in things. Volunteer in things that, okay, they are looking for ushers, volunteer. The more you expose yourself, the more you break out from that personality of shyness or being withdrawn. That will help you a lot.
So your second question, you said, I said the world is moving towards collaboration. How do you protect yourself? You see, the fear of intellectual theft, if you base yourself off of that, you would limit yourself in achieving so much more. Because I think there's so much invested in you that if, like, you have 100 talents in you and 2 get stolen, or the first time you started, 1 got stolen, and you now say, oh, I'm not collaborating anymore because these people around me, they are thieves. You've forgotten that there's 98 left. And trust me, one thing you must have at the back of your mind is nobody can do it better than the originator. As long as it's your idea. Where it came from, there's plenty from where it came from. That's what I tell people all the time. There's a dress that I wanted to make just 20 pieces. I ended up producing 120 of it. And then I see nowadays some people are trying to replicate it a bit. And I'm like, well, but it can never be like what I did. So I take pride in that. And in the industry, there's something called the power of first entrance. The first person to do it, your name can never be forgotten. You did it. It's your idea. You are the original person, owner. Your name will go in the sands of time. So please, do not let the fear of intellectual theft steal you or rob you of the actual growth that is before you. I hope that makes sense. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before the next question, the power of first entrance. Can you say that? Yes. Just don't care. Go into the market and you will make a name for yourself. Next question.
Good afternoon, ma. Please, my question is directed to Ms. Oluwatobi. So concerning persistency that you talked about, like staying in one thing instead of today you are doing something and then tomorrow you are doing something else. So what if in a case where like you have lots of different ideas and then different new things coming into your mind, but like not that they are really related, but maybe just different. So to be persistent in like when you now want to put action on those ideas of yours, to be persistent, how do you still impute that attribute in having those different and new ideas that you have? And also, my second question is about the exploring. Like you said, not limiting yourself to your environs. But like for a person like me, in my home, going out is not something that is encouraged or like it happens because there are like lots of responsibilities. My mom's business, as you know, has her children. You always have to be there, like from the beginning to the ending of the day. You're supposed to be there helping her out and those kind of things. So something like that, you cannot say like you are leaving out what actually gets like where the money comes from for you to be able to educate, to go and do other things. So in that scenario, what will you say about it?
Okay, thank you. What's your name again?
Victoria.
Victoria, do you come from home or you live in the hostel? Yeah.
Hostel.
Oh, fantastic. So I will start from the last question you had. Like, what do you do? Because when you are home, you have to like attend to what puts food on the table. Okay, when you're at school, the extra time you have, you could make good use of that time. And what you are passionate about, is it in line with what your parents are doing already, or it's something totally different? It's so totally different. Fantastic. So what I'll tell you is this. You see, in the parable of the talent, the person who was giving 1 buried it, but the person who was giving 5 turned it to 10, right? And then much more was given to the person. By the time you prove yourself to your parents from your little environment of school, to say, when I went to school, this is what I wanted to start. I started it, I did it, and this is what I have from it. Mommy, let's take it and add to this business you're already doing. No parent turns down value when you can add to reducing the burden of the bills. So trust me, as long as you can prove yourself to your parents, they will take you seriously. And when you're done with school, of course they want you to get a job, right? Not like they want you to work in the shop, right? Exactly. As you start now, the time your mates will be looking for jobs, you would have started something already that would have grown into something, and you could continue to build on it. Then you have the license and the freedom to really explore, like I told you. Most times, caveat, when I went to these places, my mother would have thought maybe I only went to Tejo, because back in the days, the roads were so good that I could actually work and go to Lome to buy shoes to come and sell or buy fabrics and still come back to Lagos in that same day. So it wasn't a thing that, I will travel. And they saw that I wasn't doing anything that was going to drive them, to make them look at my character and look at it funny. I was able to prove myself to my parents. Of all my siblings, I am most respected. So you must prove yourself. Prove yourself, and they will take you seriously. Parents are not crazy. I am one. So as long as you prove yourself that you're a responsible child and that when little is given to you, even your parents will be your first investor. Does that answer your question? All right, thank you.
The next question.
Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ma. Good afternoon, everyone. My question is directed to Mrs. Oluwatobi. She spoke about persistence and also passion, because I detect from the speech that the background of fashion and all was birthed out of a place of passion. But I want to ask, now I'm into, I found out a skill and I developed passion concerning this. And then the market is saturated. Most times I feel like, I'm a graphic designer, and I feel that, the market is so saturated and I'm coming in late. And so now how do I put in persistence into this thing when I'm not selling, there's no customers, and it's disheartening to really continue in that kind of, line? And also secondly, do I just diversify into something that I'm not really passionate about, but it can yield me income and I don't know, but it's not something that I know that I can stay long on? That's my question.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, I forgot to answer the other person. So your persistence question just answers both of you. When I say stay persistent, like you said, money shouldn't be the driving force, but adding value to that industry you find yourself in should be the driving force. Money chases value. As long as you stay persistent, and staying persistent in graphics design is actually growing your skill in that part. Right now, the world is even moving beyond graphics design because there's so many apps and AI that does it. Have you acquainted yourself with that AI that does those things? Do you know those skills? You know how to use all those apps, do you?
Yes, I'm learning on that too.
Good. So keep learning. Go and acclimatize yourself with Midjourney, with all those apps, all those AI tools that help, that will stand you out from competition. By the time you start to create things that people are like, oh wow, the normal graphic designer down the road would have done it this way. This girl, keep at it. Persistence is growing in knowledge, spreading what you know already, and just never taking no for an answer. Somebody told you, oh no, I'm using this person already. Say, you know what, this is what the person presented to you. Let me show you this way. Don't even pay me for it. Everybody loves freebies. As long as you do it and you do it well, the next time the person comes to you, the person will pay, trust me. And then the person will recommend you to someone else. I'm surprised you said the market is saturated, because e-commerce is constantly looking for graphics designers. We need it for our posts on social media. So make yourself visible. Make yourself visible. You might just be limiting yourself to your immediate environment. Make yourself visible, let people know you, and find out all the latest tools that can help you develop yourself. And the sky is your limit.
I thought you were clapping. Sorry, the time is not on our side. We just want to give the speakers, the guest speakers, few minutes to summarize the questions that were written down. If we have more time before the end of the program, we're going to take more. So sorry, please, we can't take more than this for now. Thank you. We call on Mr. Emmanuel to summarize the questions he has, to give answers to those questions. Mr. Adeshola.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. A lot of people have some questions based on the school principles, that the school does not allow them to engage in any business, and they are bringing such training to them. I will say this. I don't know if you are aware that you can actually, I don't know of now, some students are allowed to work on part-time basis. I don't know of now, but during my time, you can decide to, and I think I saw some students working at the third cafeteria. I think so. During my own time, we were allowed to do something like that. And we were serious with our studies, because the primary assignment while you are on this campus is your academic first. So if you are not doing well, definitely the school will not allow you to do other things. And beyond that, you can also, many of us want to start making the money. Maybe we want to go into the business, the core business on campus. It's not possible. Maybe during break, during long vacation, when you are back home, you can do something on your idea. But while on campus, one of the things you can do to develop your skills is to engage in extracurricular. For example, I involve myself in fellowship activities where I build some of my skills, my musical skills, my sound skills, my leadership skills, and so on and so forth. So if you don't get involved in some certain things, you are waiting for them to give you a platform. The same way it is now, it will not get better outside there. Outside there is tighter. No one will give you that, they won't give you that privilege. You have to make every effort to make it come reality. So, some questions said, ushering, is it a skill? Yes, it is. Some people are making money out of it. When you go to all these big parties, we have some companies that will just hire youths after the event. They pay them. They have uniform. Also, catering services. They look for youths, engage them in serving in events, and at the end of the event, they pay them, they settle them, and get maybe the owner organization will get the bulk of the money. Then another question says that what kind of mindset will help to strive business so that you can make money? Because this person is asking based on that my parents restrict me from being exposed to the outside world, but I love exploring and go around interviewing people. That the person wants to be an interviewer. It's a business. We have a lot of people making money out of it. The part of my presentation, I talk about content creators. They interview people, look at interesting topics, individuals, go to them, get things that will sell, caught attention of people. And before you know it, you begin to make money out of your post. At the initial stage, you may not get anything out of it, but you will keep working on your work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Dr. Anita.
Okay, like the person that talk about books and singing. Just volunteer, be in the church, sing. Whenever there's any opportunity, continue to sing. You can sing and video yourself and go online. Be visible online. No, you don't know what will happen. Somebody can see you and pick interest. In terms of writing books, like my colleague have said, go be visible, continue to write. One day, somebody you can find fortune and you blow. Okay, I have a colleague that's registered on Amazon, so you can go to that level. For some people that talk about acne, there are products at the back, Cedar Natural Beauty products. You can go there, explore acne products, hair care, skin care, and all that. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I have loads of questions here. But first of all, I want to establish something. Please, my contact is available to Dr. Oko. I would like to mentor as many people as possible. If you can go to him, so that to get that done quickly. Because I'd love to take all these questions one after the other, but I'll see the few that I can do. So this person has talents in hairstyling, designing, and tech. Trust me, you can combine all. One of the things that made me go to China is because we are moving our business into the beauty aspect of it. So you don't limit yourself. Because I said you should be persistent. Yes, be persistent establishing it, and after you've established this, move on to the next leg. The talent is many. That's why some people were giving 5 and some were giving 1. God knows what your capacity is, and you can do it. But don't be afraid to spend time. Develop it to a certain level that you can leave it to someone to run, and then move on to the next thing of what you want to do. So another person says, how do you give advice for someone who wants to go into blogging? I had to ask your director here, and he says everybody here has access to their laptops. You don't need permission from anyone to blog. You don't need any permission from anyone to blog. Blog, start writing. Please write clean contents. Because as Christian businessmen and women, that's the only way that we can differentiate ourselves. Not because somebody is showing people that expose themselves on the internet and get loads of followers, you think you want to do that. I mean, I had always wanted to showcase in Paris, and there's some fashion show called Who's Next. And finally, I got the opportunity, and those guys asked me, oh, can you do fluid apparels? Fluid apparels is what? Can I do dresses that both men and women can wear? No, I'm sorry, I'm a child of God. I don't do those things. So if I cannot do a dress that a woman will wear and then do the trouser that the man will wear, then let's leave it alone. So don't be afraid. Start and stick with you and stick with what you want to do. You don't need permission to set up a blog. Another person says that they find themselves drafting designs in crochet. And you said you are looking for money, for capital. Please, that's the first thing you use in giving yourself problems. When that word capital surfaces, capital is not needed to start business. Capital is needed for the growth of the business. So the way you start is to start with what you have. If it's money you have, pocket money was given to you, take out of it and buy just one crochet. Buy one wool. Buy your pin. Knit that thing you want to knit and sell it to the next person. People come with pocket money in school. Make it so good that it's irresistible and somebody buys it. That money you sold it for, invest it in buying 2 separate colors. And that's where your business grows. Don't tell yourself, when people now come and you display one day at the next entrepreneurship day, they see that you've done lovely sweaters or lovely mufflers or headbands. And people will tell you, oh, let me buy from you. Trust me. Somebody will now say, you see this thing you are doing? Take 2 million and expand on it. So in capital is for expansion. Capital is not for startup. I hope you do not forget that. Another person says they're interested in fashion, but their parents never give them time. They want to explore, because I know I have to wrap up. To whom much is given, much is expected. When you prove yourself to your parents, like I tell my teenagers that I pastor, the times we are in right now, there are too many character flaws with young people, especially this generation. And that is why your parents try to protect you. It's not against you, it's just for your own good. But trust me, as soon as you can prove yourself, they will trust you more and they will be a little freer with you. When I was in the university, I had issues always asking my parents for school fees. That thing used to drive my mother crazy. But I'll tell her, look, I'll go to school, I'll do little buying and selling, I'll go to Badagry, buy fairly used shoes, sell it and all. And she's like, so if you did not ask for the school fees, when will you pay for it? I'll say, oh, I've paid. That's where respect started from. And that's where I knew that I had to take myself even more seriously. So again, I go back to it. What do you have in your hand? That time that you think, oh, I don't have money, but I only have time. Start with it. What can you do with it? That can actually give you resource that you can build to actually establish to where you are headed. I hope that has been a blessing to someone.
See the way you are clapping. Thank you very much, our guest speakers. Now, listen to this. The sky is wide enough for every bird to fly. Say to yourself, I will soar like an eagle. I will soar like an eagle. I will make a mark on the sand of time. Yes. I hope you have not forgotten today, what today is. What are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? Yes. You'll be excellent in all you do in Jesus' name. So we want to recognize the CEO or the representative of Cedar Divine Nigeria Limited. Cedar Divine Nigeria Limited. Thank you. You are welcome. So we have a display . Let's watch this advert. Their stand is at the back. So after the event, you can just meet them at the back. They have a stand at the back. That was from Cedar Divine Nigeria Limited, the makers of Cedar yogurts and so on and so forth. We want, without wasting time, we'd like to invite the coordinator of Entrepreneurship Development Center, Dr. E. Oko. A round of applause.
Thank you very much, NC, for doing a very wonderful job today. Please keep it up. God bless you. And for our speakers, our guest speakers, we really appreciate the good work you've been doing since morning. And many of you got here even far before most of us. A lady from Unilag, Dr. Anita, she got here so early thinking that there will be traffic. You know, a day like this that Anchor is celebrating entrepreneurship, there will be no traffic. All right. So, the protocol. The Vice Chancellor of Anchor University, Lagos, Professor Samuel Oyebandele, the principal officers of the university, the Senate members, our special guests, members of staff of Anchor University, Lagos, are their students and future leaders, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Emmanuel Ehime Oko, the coordinator of the Entrepreneurship Development Center of Anchor University, Lagos. I'm honored to be the host of this maiden edition of the AUL Campus-Wide Entrepreneurship Day event. I want to commend the Vice Chancellor of Anchor University for thinking it wise and proper to approve this life-changing event for the benefit of the university community, especially their students. If you are a student of this great university, you have all the reasons to be proud. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. The concept of Entrepreneurship Day stems from the desire to create a platform for our dear students, the young entrepreneurs, to showcase their creative and innovative products and services, as well as to have opportunity to pitch their businesses, business ideas to prospective investors and sponsors. This day will also allow them, their students, to interact closely and listen to the stories of successful entrepreneurs as we'll be having since morning, and to acquire valuable knowledge. Have you gained some knowledge today? Oh, that's great. So knowledge is the greatest gift to mankind and to the world. When people are knowledgeable, they become good entrepreneurs and they're able to do great things for mankind. And that is our dream, to see that these beautiful faces, these handsome faces, are able to do great things within the environment and beyond. Because what God has invested in you, has bestowed on you, is not just for your personal consumption alone, it's to impart the generations currently and the generations to come. And you'll be part of the role players in that space in Jesus' name. So the topic for this maiden edition of Anchor University Lagos Entrepreneurship Day event is celebrating resilience and excellence. And you will agree with me that most of the discussion so far has been talking about what? Resilience and excellence. With resilience, you can achieve excellence. But when you are not resilient, when you are not persistent, when you easily give up, you may not be able to get to that mark of excellence. And that is why a day like this is very important. And I congratulate you, as many of you that are seated, to listen to all these beautiful presentations. You will always remember this day for good in Jesus' name. So when I think of resilience, I think of a story shared by Tony Elumelu about a man named Jack Man, who became the richest man in China. Jack's story is one of determination and excellence. Jack was not born into a wealthy family, and things became even far more challenging when he applied to the university. He failed the entrance twice. It was in the third attempt that he was able to pass. In fact, he was rejected by Harvard University 10 times. After graduating, Jack applied for jobs, but faced rejection from more than a dozen companies, including KFC. Eventually, he found a position as an English teacher in China. Today, he is one of the richest men in China with a net worth over $26.1 billion. I'm sharing this story because we've had a number of stories from within here, from our speakers here. They share their personal stories. But beyond our borders, there are people who have done it also. So I want to let you know that what we are doing today is not just for the local setting, but beyond our borders, beyond your widest imagination. The stories you are hearing today, the impact that this is going to make, it is far more than what you can envisage from now. So despite the setback, Jack remained focused and undeterred. He was resilient. Today, his company, Alibaba, is one of the e-commerce giants in the entire world, employing so many people, thousands of people globally. Your company will surpass the achievement of Jack Ma in Jesus' name. So that is a target. You can do it. I can do it. When you have that belief that you can do it, then it's possible. What you cannot see, you can't achieve it. So begin to imagine a future that is beyond your widest imagination. Things that are not common now. They seem not to be possible. The Bible says that with God, all things are possible. So as young and prospective entrepreneurs, it is imperative to let you know that entrepreneurship is not simple. And I'm happy that all our speakers, they've shared their stories, that the journey of entrepreneurship is not rosy. But one thing is certain, that once you are resilient, there is excellence at the end. There is profit at the end. There is joy at the end. There is impact at the end. That is why you don't need to give up. Those challenges you might be seeing now are just temporary. What is permanent is the success, and you will achieve it. So resilience in business, especially in Nigeria, involves navigating the challenges of infrastructure deficits, political and regulatory environment, as well as access to finance. But we're told rightly that capital or finance is not what you need to start a business. You will be needing that to grow the business. So if you are that person who is thinking, oh, because I don't have money, that is why I cannot start a business. Or somebody has shared his own story with you, that because of money, that was why he wasn't able to get into the business space. It is not totally correct. Because what you need is right there with you. And one of our speakers said that earlier, that there's something in your hand God has deposited. There is a talent. It's when you ignore or you try to relegate it that you feel you don't have it. God has given to everyone what he or she needs to start. Are we starting? It is time to start. And there are some questions coming up from our students that, oh, in this environment, you are not allowed to do business. Is that your question? Oh, good. But you know things are changing. And that is why we are having the first ever, the maiden edition of Entrepreneurship Day on Anchor campus. Can we give ourselves a round of applause once again? So things are changing. And that is why the center is ready and our hands are open to receive you. If you have a great idea, if you have a creative and innovative idea, please come to us. Don't be scared about the policy of not doing business. You can do business with us. We'll collaborate with you. Our speaker was also talking about collaboration. We'll collaborate with you. We'll support you to bring that idea to fruition. It is possible, and you can do it even while on Anchor University. You can do it. Can you tell yourself once again, I can do it? So the entrepreneurs requires a strong character to overcome business challenges. There are challenges in business, but one thing is very important, the character. Do we have that character? Do we have that character? And of course, the slogan, the motto of Anchor University is what? Again, character. Of course. So we need these things. So when you have it, it propels you. Because this journey is not an easy journey. But one thing is sure. It is the best route that you can take. Because there is this saying that salary can never make you wealthy. True or false? It's possible you might not know that now. But when you get to that space, you will know that salary alone cannot make you wealthy. What makes you wealthy is profit. And you cannot get profit from salary job. You get profit from business. And when you have the combination of the two, of course, it's great. But please, you might not even start now. But why all these teachings are important is because you will need information tomorrow. It's either you are starting now or you are starting tomorrow. This information is always relevant. You can't get it wrong by acquiring this information. And that is why I want to appeal to our students. Please don't take the entrepreneurship classes for granted. There are things there for you, not just for these 4 years or 5 years you are spending on campus. It is far more than that. It's a lifetime benefit. It has a lifetime benefit for you. And please, after this event, have a rethink. Take it more seriously. And you will be the next entrepreneur that will be sitting some years' time on this platform to share stories with other students. And pray that will be your portion. So, at this junction, I want to charge you, as young entrepreneurs, to take the advantage of the enormous opportunities provided by this maiden edition of the Anchor University Lagos Campus-wide Entrepreneurship Day event. It is loaded, and if you have been paying attention from the beginning, you know that you can't get it wrong being in a class like this. It's so many things have been said. Have you taken note? Take time to review them when you get back to your hostess. And I want to see a new person tomorrow. I want to see the future entrepreneurs starting something very great from this day onward. So on this note, I want to say thank you very much. See you at the top. God bless you.
Thank you very much, the coordinator of EDC, Dr. E.E. Oko. He said, see you at the top. With God, all things are possible. Don't give up. Challenges are temporary. Somebody say, challenges are temporary. I will make it. I will soar above like an eagle. I will soar like an eagle. Okay, we are getting to the end of this program, but we still have few things left. Now, we have the talent show and business speech to be taken by Mr. Ebong. But before the talent show, we'll have a group photograph. Please hold on. Our guest speakers will be taking a group photograph. Facilitators, please come up. Facilitators. EDC facilitators. Where are you?
All right. We are going into a really exciting time now. It's the time.
Please, if you said you wanted to start up a fashion business, you could meet with our guest speaker at the back. There's somebody who said she was passionate about starting up a fashion business. So please meet with our facilitator at the back. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, let's appreciate all our guest speakers. They were wonderful. They impacted us seriously. We appreciate every one of you. Now we want to go into a challenging time. I have listened to some of them. I want you to say something. Anchor has talent. Can we say it? Do you believe what you are saying? Can you say it loud and clear? We have talented people. We have people that have sellable business ideas. We have listened to them, and we want them to pitch that business idea. The person that will win today will go home with serious cash. You are not clapping. We are business people, and we mean what we say. So this session, I'm going to invite panel of judges. I'm going to bring out judges on the stage, and they are going to listen to you. You will pitch between 5 minutes. You have only 5 minutes. Whatever you want to tell us about that your business, you have only 5 minutes. And when you are done, at the end, the judge will judge. Then the best idea will get the award. So I want to, first of all, bring on stage the chief judge today. I'm inviting the judge now in person of the coordinator of the center, Dr. Emmanuel Oko. Can we put our hands together? Please clap until he comes. All right. We also have other people that will be on the panel. One of them is Dr. Lasore. Can you put your hands together? Put your hands together. I can see the director coming. Dr. Lasore, we are waiting. We have another woman on the panel, Dr. Akoko. Put your hands together as they come up to the stage. In absentia, we also have Professor Isidore Ekwe, supposed to be part of the panel, and because of official engagement, is not available. We also have a timekeeper for this session. I know him so much. He doesn't play with time. Because he's a businessman, today 5 minutes is 5 minutes. So once you hit your 5 minutes, your microphone will go off. I invite Mr. Tolu Ahmed to the stage. Put your hands together as we have all of them here. Without any waste of time, we want to start with a lady of substance, a lady who can speak. When she comes on board, you will know what I mean was a serious matter. Join me as I invite Eunice Abo for spoken word. Keep clapping until she's here.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Agbo Eunice. I'm a 100-level public health student. I'll be presenting a spoken word piece titled Take Charge, because it is high time we took charge of our lives. It is high time we took charge of our destinies. Push. Birth that vision. You are the one to make that dream a reality. Are you just waiting, looking, watching for the opportunity? Why don't you create that opportunity? Why don't you seize the moment? You were created to soar. What about the visions you saw? What about the dreams you had? Days turned into weeks, months. Now years have gone by and those visions have died. But guess what? You have the power to jerk those dreams back to life. Don't you know in your hand is the key to open doors of breakthrough? Have you forgotten who you are? Don't you know what you carry? The sky is big enough for every star. So don't let anyone's light stop your shine. God made you in his image. Every page, every chapter of your life was perfectly written. The image of God is not weakness. The image of God is not fear. He calls you blessed. So don't settle for less. Initiate that idea. Activate that potential. Don't hide it. Manifest that gift, because it is inbuilt in you. There is a lion inside you. Don't tame it. There is fire inside you. Don't quench it. You are capable. Yes, valuable. The world awaits you. All of creation will celebrate you. So don't relent till the world sees your talent. Don't remain the same. Strive till your name is mentioned in places that matter, for things that matter, among people that matter. You are not small, so stand tall. You've got this. Head up, chin high, rise up, get on that stage and take charge.
Was I right? Has she spoken well? Put your hands together for Eunice. Now, I'm going to invite people that are going to present their businesses now. Are you ready to listen to them? This one is so interesting. Do you know her title? Soya Bites. It's a soya beans biscuit. Have you heard of that? Join me as I welcome to the stage Tanimowo Deborah. You have 5 minutes.
With all due protocol observed, I am Tanimo Oyemi Deborah Joy, a 200-level student of Akwa University, currently studying biochemistry. I am here to present my business idea, Soya Bites. You may wonder, what is it? Soya Bites is an innovation of creating biscuits, cookies, and chips out of soya beans, providing a highly nutritious bite. Soya beans being one of the major plant protein sources with about 29 to 30% of protein, which is packed with fibers, vitamins, minerals, and is very rich in calcium, having 250 to 300 milligrams. Unlike our normal biscuits, which is primarily made out of flour, including whole wheat flour having a protein content of 13%, or corn flour, which has a protein content of about 7 to 13%. Soya Bites is here to make your favorite snack more nutritious and proteinous, providing you a healthy, delicious time. Thank you very much. I am once again Tanimo Oyemi Deborah. Thanks for listening.
You have to step back. Deborah, somebody wants to invest into your business. Don't clap yet. Don't clap yet. Before one will part with his money, you will answer questions. So they will throw back question on you for you to defend what you have presented. Are you ready for that? So you are ready to answer your questions now. Hold the mic.
Okay, thank you very much, Tanimo. Yes. The soya bite is fine. It's a very good alternative to the normal biscuits. Though those ones are fine too, but this one is a very good one. But my question to you is, if you are going to bring it on to the market, how do you intend to preserve it? Because for every of such products, there must be preservation.
Yes, okay. We can preserve by refrigeration.
Not we can. Okay. This is your business. What do you intend doing?
I intend preserving it by drying, because I plan using oven dry instead of maybe sun dry or frying it. Oven dry will keep it dry and it will be able to last for a notable period of time.
Okay, I
without
think you should begin to
preservative.
look at natural preservatives.
Okay.
You have to explore. There are a lot of them there that will be very good. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. My question is simple. Um, what is the main differentiating factor, like the special flavor? Why should we consider you and not what currently exists in the market?
Why you should consider me is because most of the times we neglect adding protein into our diet. I would say for me as a student, I would rather buy 750 rice or 1,000 rice that can fill my belly other than buying something that is more proteinous. And as human beings, we demand a lot of protein in our body because our enzymes and so many other things are made up of proteins, and we need protein in our daily diet. So a person who takes biscuits every day or loves to take cookies like me and is taking a soya bean based cookie which has a lot of protein content in it, I feel like it's able to substitute for the non-protein diet.
Okay, so it's cheaper compared to what is currently obtainable.
Yes, sir.
How then do you make money? Like, what's your margin? How much do you make it? How much do you sell it?
Okay, it's an idea.
It's still an idea.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause for a second. Yes. Then I just have one question. What is the minimum capital that is needed to start this type of business?
A minimum capital, I'll be talking about 20,000, just enough.
Can you share with us how you use that? Assuming you have the 20,000, how will you use it to start this business?
Okay, with 20,000, I can start this business with, let me say, 2 tiers of soya beans, which is raw soya beans. The processing doesn't take much. It just deals with frying the soya beans first before, like say, grinding. If it's cookies or biscuits, you grind into powder. But if it's for the chips, you make it into, like you grind it wet, and then from there you process it. The processing doesn't take that much. Then I'll talk about the packaging, which is going to take
5 seconds more.
Okay.
You can round off.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, clap for Deborah. All right. I'll be inviting the second presenter. She has a brand. And the brand is Juvana Natural. She's into hair cream, and she's a chemical student. Welcome to stage, Damola Juliana. Okay. Please put your hands together for her. Hold on. So, before you present, this information is for those others who are also coming to present. You are going to be checked or graded on 4 main criteria. So the first one is your presentation, the entire presentation. The second one is the innovation, how your business is different from what is currently obtainable. The third thing is the traction. What have you done so far? It doesn't have to be something big, but what have you done to show that, yes, you can pull this off, okay? And finally is relevance. How is it relevant to the community, your market, or maybe the bigger markets outside of this place? Okay, so I'll mention those 4 things again: your presentation, the innovation, your traction, what you have done so far, and the relevance. Okay, so keep that in mind for those of you who will be coming after. All right, go ahead.
I believe God has placed healing in nature, and it is our responsibility to use wisdom, knowledge, and creativity to harness it for the good of others. So, all All protocols duly observed. My name is Daramola Juliana, and I'm a final year biochemistry student from Anchor University. I stand here to represent a brand known as Juvana Naturals. Juvana Naturals is a wellness brand called Juvana Naturals. It offers natural herb-infused oil made from neem, clove, and rosemary. The problem is that a lot of students struggle from hair loss, stunted growth, dandruff, scalp inflammation, dryness, also acne, dry spots on the face, and uneven tone. And a lot of products that provide solutions to this problem are either costly or include unsafe synthetic products. So now my brand, which is Juvana's Naturals, it provides a solution to this problem by offering hair growth and hair scalp care. It repairs the skin and also relieves from acne. It also strengthens the roots of the hair and adds shines to the hair. All these products are made with natural herbs such as neem, rosemary, clove, and all these herbs are long used in tradition and are backed by modern research. This is the product's markup. The product, neem infused oil. This oil helps to clear acne, it helps to smoothen the scalp, it helps to fight dandruff. While rosemary oil, as we all know, stimulates hair growth and reduce inflammation. Clove oil, on the other hand, aims to strengthen the roots, add shine to the hair, and reduce hair fall. This is the label of the product. The label reflects the unique purpose of the oil while maintaining a consistent, clean, and natural synthetics. Bridging the gap, a lot of students are familiar with all this oil but struggle to get pure version of the oil. A lot try DIY in the hostel, which are unsafe for use, and some purchase poor quality products online, and those products will add more damage than good to the hair. Juvana Natural bridge the gap by providing locally made affordable oils which are consistent in its quality and also safe. And this product is a product that is made from a student to another student. Why it matters? These herbs are not just random. They are widely used in Africa and also in Asia. They are traditional care products. They are supported by research in dermatology and in trichology. Why I recently started using these products, I myself am confident to say that they are safe to use and also provide solution for all the problems stated. The vision for this product, for the brand Juvana Natural, is to expand to drinks and juice that are made from fruits and vegetables. Also to produce herbal infused care products, extending to cream and other natural products. Also in educational awareness tied to epigenetic nutrition. This is helping people to understand how their daily choices can influence their habits at the genetic level. So join me on this journey. I believe this is not just a business. It is a purposeful brand with a potential to grow beyond campus. I'm asking for your support. I'm asking for your mentorship to grow Juvana's Natural beyond the walls of Anchor University as a natural alternative to students and also as a platform to promote health through herbs and nutrition. So in conclusion, Juvana Naturals is not just a product, as I stated earlier. It is a beginning of a wellness brand that reflects knowledge, passion, and purpose. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and thanks for listening.
Any question for her? Question. I think we have somebody that is a specialist in that field. We expect question from you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so Giovanna Naturals, welcome to Business World. Thank you. It's a very fine product you have here. But I have some questions for you. Actually, talking about the innovation, we have cloves oil here and there. We have neem oil. We have rosemary oil. What makes yours special? That's number one question. Then number two is the use of, because from your label, the label of your product, you put it as hair growth. Is your product mainly for hair? Or are there other applications? So that's secondly. Then number three, what do you think you can do to make your product stand out from what is in the market? That will make anybody think of clove oil, think Giovanna Naturals.
Okay, firstly, what makes the product different from others is that this product has been made with natural herbs, the cloves, the neem, and also the rosemary. There's no additives like chemicals to it. And also the carrier oil that was used in production of this oil is a very quality carrier oil that helps in extraction of the major nutrients. So it's basically pato. Then
okay, my second question.
What makes my product stand out is that when bringing it to the market, it's of low price. Its quality is very quality, but the price is not as high. The price is not as high as other products in the market, and it's also made with proper hygiene. Proper hygiene was put in place for the production of the products. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you. I want to know, is this only for hair or for skin?
For the neem oil, it is also used for the skin. That is acne and dark spots. While for rosemary and clove, it is majorly used for hair.
For hair growth?
Yes.
So if someone's hair is backsliding, it can make it come back. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm curious. Have you started selling this? And have you started seeing results?
I started recently, and this program is like the first launch of the product.
Okay. So you've not really started selling or making money yet, right? You've just produced them. But have you clinically tested to know that it works? Because there are plenty bald people that I promise you, they will just brag you if this thing is working as advertised. So have you done any tests to confirm that it works as advertised?
I've not done a major test for myself, but from research and feedback from other people that have tried this product before, it is.
Okay. All right. I think you still need to do the test to confirm. There are many products like this that are promised, rapid growth, and usually they are just, smokes and mirrors, right? So, but I think if you can pull that off, if you have that test and you can take on people's feedback and testimonials, I think, you have a big market in your hand. All right. So, how much does this cost to produce?
To produce 1.5 liter with the packaging and all, it costs 50,000.
This one I'm holding right now?
Yes, to produce 1 liter and half.
Okay. No, I mean unit like this. How much?
Just this.
Yes.
It will cost 3,000.
3,000. Yes. And how much do you sell for? Or do you intend to sell for?
Okay, because I'm producing in a large quantity.
Yes.
The price is lesser, and I'm selling it for 2,500.
Did you say 2.5? That's cheaper than
Wait.
how much it costs?
The cost price and selling price are two different things. So what is the cost
How much does
price
it cost to
for
produce
this?
one? How much does your unit cost?
The cost
The costing I did was for large quantity.
Okay.
That's for 1.5 liter.
Okay.
So to produce 1.5 liter of this.
Okay, what I'm trying to establish is if you sell this for 2.5, are you still profitable?
Yes, sir.
But do you know how much that percentage is? Like you're selling this for 2.5, how much profit do you make or will you make on each unit?
I'll
Like
make,
500 naira, 1,000 naira,
okay, for each unit, I'll make a profit of 500 naira.
or 500?
Yes.
cost is 2,000 naira for one.
2,500.
The cost of production
The cost price
2,000.
is about
the
2,000.
expenditure on this is 2,000 naira, while your selling price is 2,500. So you make a profit of 500.
Okay, I would make a final comment and I'll close. I think so far for you to have done this, it's a good traction. It shows that you really want to push this. I cannot really give anything yet because I don't know the feedback in terms of its quality, because the truth is, if it works as advertised, you can sell for double that price and it will still sell. So my final word to you is just make sure it works as advertised. I think even I myself have tried several products like this, and you may notice also that my hair is trying to backslide. So, and I know that this can really be something people need out there.
Okay, I would like to add a little to what Juliana said. Mr. Tolu, please rest your mind. This will work because it was produced in the laboratory. I monitored her. I saw what she was doing. And as chemists, we deal with concentration. We look at the mixture and a lot of things. So I can guarantee that this product will work. Okay, now, the one last thing I would like to add in. Juliana, you will have to do phytochemicals of your products. So when you want to do the next batch of production, it has to show in your label the phytochemicals, like what is the concentration of clove and clove oil. That will give your customers the assurance that 100% clove is in this clove oil. And then there are no microbial growths, whatever, so it's fine.
All right, thank you very much.
So my question. Do you want to listen to my question? Okay. Besides your presentation, for this is the reason why the Entrepreneurship Development Center is set up. So the fear of how to get it in the right format should not be there, because we are there to support you. So after this program, please meet us at the Entrepreneurship Development Center. We'll see how we can assist you. Thank you.
Can we put our hands together for her? You know what? She came with her product and she gave all of us sample. Like, this is my testimonial. Try it. If it doesn't work, then you can call me back. Put your hands together again for her. All right. I have the privilege to call the next person to pitch her business, Tatifata Chagawa. Welcome her to stage.
Good afternoon, everybody. Standing on the existing order of protocols, please, my video. Please, from the beginning. My name is Tatifa Teregawa, and the product I am pitching today is Moisture Lock-In by S Beauty. That is the name of my brand. It first started out for me in 2021. My hair was very long. People would say that, I like your hair, it's full, it's long, but I knew the struggles I was having with the hair. It wasn't healthy. Even though it was long and it looked full, it wasn't healthy. And so I knew there was more to be done, and I was going to do more. So in 2022, I cut off all my hair. I went bald, skin, because I knew that I could do more. They say that when you cut your hair, your hair gets angry, and when you cut it, it won't grow anymore. But I remained resolute and determined. So I started to see progress. I was staying true to what I believed. I unlearned habits and routines that didn't serve my needs and lifestyle. Low tension and minimal manipulation protective styles were used, and I embraced what I knew worked best for me. So we can see the progress 2 weeks and a year and a month later, and from the video you can see the progress of my hair 2 years later. So I took a much bolder step because I knew that keeping this hair in this state was not going to work for me. So I decided to loosen my curls and made them less tighter and freer, and my hair was easier to manage, and boy did it thrive. So please play my video. So in 2025, this is my hair length. This was taken in February. You can see how lush my hair is, how long it is. Please continue playing the video. So I knew that after I had seen these results, I could make any style I wanted. I could manage my hair with ease, grace, and style. I did the work, and the fruits of my labor are great. So I'm the kind of person that doesn't like to make my hair. And I had to find a routine and this thing that would work for me, a recipe that would work for me. And this is my hair length just last night. When I measured my hair was 13 inches. As of February, my hair was around 9 inches, and as of now, June, my hair is 13 inches. So I'm pitching my business to you. And what makes my own business different is we have a unique approach. I'm not just about your revenue and your money. I'm about results. So when you come to my business, we're going to do a hair analysis for you. And this hair analysis will include a hair porosity test, right? We're going to know how well your hair captures product. We're also going to do a scalp analysis test for you. We're going to know whether your scalp is dry, if it retains product as well. We're also going to categorize your hair into hair types, and we're also going to check for split ends. The reason why I started out with this product is because people want long hair. Our hair grows every day, but you need to fortify the hair and make it strong, because when it's growing, you're not going to see the effects. So we care about your hair and its health.
1 minute
We want
more.
to be there with you every step of the way in your hair care journey. So for just 5,000 naira only, I will be selling my product. That is the Moisture Lock-In treatment. It contains coconut oil, argan oil, essential oils, and fragrance. Thank you.
Okay, all right, I'll go first. So, first of all, wonderful presentation. I like that your presentation was very clear. The problem, the solution seems very clear. And the only thing I want to get clarity about is the product is essentially for women, correct?
No, it's for men too.
Okay, men who want long hair
Yes.
can also.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the product is it? I want to be clear about what the product is. Is it some test and then, or is this some physical product that will now be applied and they'll be using? Because I'm not very clear about the product.
Okay, it's going to be a physical product. So now the formula I know is based on my hair type, and that is why I'm going to do a hair analysis for you, because I need to know the percentage of each ingredient I'm going to put for you.
Okay, you're going to make the product after you have
Customized.
done the test from the client.
It is customizable, yes.
No, I want to know if that's a process. Is that a process?
Yes, for now, I'm trying to see more ways I can improve it on my formulas, basically.
Okay, so the product is not out yet.
The ingredients are ready, but it's not yet out.
It's not yet out, so it's still an idea. Okay, it's still an idea, right? Or you are the first user of the product.
Yes, I'm the first user.
Has there been any other one?
Yes.
Any other person?
No, there hasn't, except for like family recipes that have been passed on from generation to generation in my family.
Oh, it's a secret formula.
Yes, it's a secret formula.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's cool. So, just for confirmation, because it's a family thing, does that mean there are people in the family that have long hair?
Yes, my sister, her hair is waist length, my niece as well. So it's a thing that my mom keeps on making and doing for us. So it's growing out her hair.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so I have other questions, but because you've not yet launched, so there are questions for, I wanted to just know if you have tested and if somebody has, how many people have, bought into the idea and all that. But well done, that's all from me.
Okay, that's a very good one. Alex Girl. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'm okay with Alex Girl. Okay, so that's a very good one, and I love the product. But my question or my reservation is, how do you intend going about the hair analysis?
The hair analysis?
Yes.
So for instance now, if you look at my hair, if you look at my hair and you stretch it all out and comb it, you will notice that under the sun, my hair doesn't look light. It looks full. So that's the way I'm going to do the split ends test, right? And then for the hair porosity test, we're going to get a sample of your hair and we're going to dip it inside water and other products like oil, conditioner, shampoo, and we're going to see if it's going to sink or float. So that will determine whether your hair holds in product or not. And then for the hair scalp treatment, we're going to put in a little bit and we'll be checking it from time to time for days, for like a week, and we'll see whether we can still feel oil on the hair, and we'll know, okay, this is the percentage of this I'm meant to put in, so it can work specifically for you.
Okay, that's a fine one. A very good one. Now, this your product. Does it go for natural hairs or hairs that have been unnatured?
Okay, so before I cut my hair finally and relaxed it and everything, I think I showed you my hair progress of 2 years. And because I didn't have a phone, I didn't really have evidence. My hair was still long and full. So it goes for both natural and relaxed, because in my family we have people that relax their hair and it works for them. My sister, that hair is waist length. Her hair is natural. She has been growing the hair for 5 years.
That's a fine one.
All right, so if this has been in the family, passed from generation to another generation, what makes it innovative?
Innovative.
What makes it different? What makes it innovative? What makes it new?
Okay.
So what's the creative content in this?
So for me, my first target audience is Lagos State. I'm from the north, and I have noticed that even with how the temperature is, we're still able to retain hair products in hair as compared to women in the south, that even if they apply, I don't know, it just doesn't penetrate and enter. So why it is innovative is because in this location, it's a recipe that they've never used before, because it's a family secret. So it's going to be different. It's going to be different from what you've seen, places you've heard from. So that's why it's innovative.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, I have one comment and one question. The comment is, you need a product validation. You need to be able to not be the only one talking about it and say it works. You need that product validation. So some testimonial or so. So that's my comment. My question is, what is next for you right now in terms of where you want to take it? What is next? Your idea is new, but what's next and how much will take you there?
Okay, so because this is a hair moisturizing and strengthening treatment, we're trying to repair damages and make your hair stronger. The next treatment is going to be a hair growth oil. That is the one that will include the family recipe specifically. The ones that is in my current family generation. The one like my mom has been using, right?
No, I mean, what is next for the business?
Okay.
What is next for the business?
Okay.
And how much will get you there?
Okay, for me, I'm looking at NAFDAC registration.
Okay.
I want to get a NAFDAC registration number to show that it's not something that's just done at the backyard. It's something that has like scientific backings, because I'm also a science student as well. It's very important to have aseptic techniques when you're making these things. And
how much?
How much would be needed? I would be really grateful for 100,000 naira.
All right, thank you. That's all from me.
Can we put our hands together for her? I'll be inviting a group this time around. And I want a signal from them if I should invite them. Pix Enova Studios. All right, we move to the next one. Join me to invite Thought Moro by Oladipupo Mercy. Continue to clap for her.
Few years ago, I walked into my lecture hall with my bag filled with books, but my heart was empty. I was smiling, I was greeting everybody, but I was tired. I was tired of attending classes. I was quietly giving up, and I felt unseen, unheard, and I felt lost in crowd of faces. And guess what? I wasn't alone. This experience opened my eyes to see that so many other students around me were going through silent battles, yet we were carrying it all through our books, our pressure, and we are going through the pain in silence. Then I thought to myself, if my bag could speak to me and could tell me words like, until the desired result is bettered, there is no giving up. Then I thought, if I could make my bag speak to me, then how much more others? That was when the idea of Told Tomorrow was bettered. Standing on existing protocol, my name is Oladipupo Mercy Oluwadamilare, a student of Anchor University Nursing Department, and I'm here to make my business speech called Told Tomorrow. All right, so Told Tomorrow, the idea behind Told Tomorrow, the major solution that Told Tomorrow is going to be providing is to make every student and young adult out there see that there is more to you, there is more to your bag than just carrying a bag that you just place your laptop, your iPad, your notebook in. I want to create a brand whereby our bags could speak. Our bag could give us a vision to envision. They say that when you keep looking at something daily, over and over, it tends to stick with you. I want to create a brand whereby when you look at your bag, even when you are in that depressed moment, even when you feel like giving up, even when the assignments are too much, even when the tests are getting tougher and tougher, even when your GPA is not smiling, you look at your bag and you say, until the desired result is bettered, there is no giving up. Now, what are our core values? Our core values is purpose-driven design, student identity and pride, creativity and customization, eco-friendly materials. Now, what are our main services? Our main services is to produce customized tote bags that are designed for students and young adults within the age of 16 to 35 thereabouts. And also, even adults can make use of it, because I now know that even adults, they go through a whole lot. Just like some people say, they will say adulthood is scam. But I tell you, adulthood is not a scam. Now, what brought about the tote bag idea? Like I said, tote bag was created out of my own, when in my downest moments, when I felt like nobody was paying attention to me, when I felt lost. That was when tote Moro was created. Now, my competitor insights. As we all know, most tote bag sellers focus more on creating tote bags that are either plain or fashion-based. But my tote bag is going to be focused more on students and young adults that are going through a lot. As students, we are going through a whole lot, and I'm a student, so I can testify to my other students. So that is why Tote Tomorrow will be created, to help uplift the students, that even when you feel that you don't have anybody to fall back to, you can always look at your bag and it will put a smile on your face. Now, what are marketing and growth strategy? Brand awareness, social media campaign, Instagram reels, TikTok, unboxing videos, partnering with 5 micro influencers. Now, how do we sell our products? Create a referral reward system, target ad for students and profession. Now, what are our long-term market strategy? We are going to create a website whereby you can go there and order the tote bag from, then it will be delivered to you in your nearest house. Then it will be sold also to various students that are interested to buy physically. And also, we'll be partnering with online African fashion retailers, people that are selling in other online stores. We can go there to place our tote bag for other people to buy. Now, what's our choice of platform? Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and TikTok. Now, what is the budget? The budget that is needed to start up this Tote Tomorrow tote bag is a little sum of money called 800,000 naira, and the expected revenue in 6 months after every bag will be sold is 4 million naira. Now, how are we going to use this 800,000 that will be given? Production cost of 500 tote bag will be 550,000 naira, a branding cost of 80,000, marketing cost of 100,000, and logistics of 70,000 naira. I would have loved if you can show the business model. Like, please go to the business model slide. Thank you. So,
time up.
All right. So, but that's just, I just want to show you the business model and everything. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, we'll go into the questions and answers.
Okay, so just for clarity, you have already started, you've already produced them, you've started selling. It's not still an idea, it's already out there, correct?
Okay, so the bags I was selling before were just plain bags, but I stopped along the line because of due to some issues. So when I got the idea of this tote bag to create to students, it's just an idea, and I did some learning on how to sew the tote bag, how to design them. Then now currently I'm learning how to make even leather bags. Then I'll be able to sew some by myself, and if the orders are much, I can give it out to other vendors.
So at the moment you've not yet started
currently
selling?
No, not for this idea. No, I haven't.
Okay, it's still an idea.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have an idea of how much it costs to produce and how much you will sell it?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, for each tote bag, for the production, since we are going to be producing in mass quantity, because depending on the amount of people that are going to be getting the tote bag, there's different materials for each tote bag. There's canvas, there's cotton, and there's leather. So depending on the market price, like for instance, canvas material, they sell per trouser length and sell per yard. So that is going to determine the price. But each tote bag
Okay.
will still be sold at a rate of 3,000 to 4,000 to make it affordable and durable for the students and young adult that will be buying. But it's not running at a loss because when we are going to be getting the material, it will be sold in cheaper quantity.
Okay, so apart from maybe the extra messages on your bags, right? Do you have any other differentiating factor from any other? Because they're already using bags right now, right? And I think what you have to just be clear is yours have messages on them.
No, it's not only messages that are on them. Okay, so each tote bag will be coming with customized stickers. Like maybe for instance, you're a nursing department, you can have like a customized sticker of like a stethoscope. Then maybe you're
Is
in.
it part of production, or you put it when they want to buy it? You know, this is nursing. Then you put the sticker there for
No,
the
it will
nurse.
be inside their bag. Aside from maybe the motivational words that is going to be on the bag. So it's just going to be like a free gift, but it's going to be part of every bag, just as a way of them encouraging them to do better and encouraging them that they are not alone.
Okay. Okay. All right. Wonderful presentation, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's it from me.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because of our time, that is where we'll draw the curtains on the business pitch. So for others, you can improve on what you have. Next year, you have a better platform to present. Let's put our hands together for all the presenters. Now I want to hand over to the judge. We have listened to them. So the judge will tell us what he listened to. And he will tell us the scores for each of the students. At this point, we will know who is the best and we will know who wins the award for this year. Join me as I welcome the director, Dr. Emmanuel Oko. All right, he wants to summarize the results. Now, after this, we'll be going into exhibition from different units for the entrepreneurship department. We'll be having the fashion parade very soon. I hope you are ready for it. You want to see the fashion parade? All right. I'm hearing some sound. It's as if some people are hungry. Don't worry, your food is ready. So you have your food any moment from now. So we'll listen to the people from the fashion industry. We'll listen to the people from the cosmetology. We'll listen to people from the catering. And after that, we'll have the Dean of Student Affairs to come and give us his vote of thanks. We'll have some students to make comments about this program. So if you feel you have learned something from this program, we'll give you an opportunity to come and give us your own comments about the program before we round up. So let me get a feedback from the fashion people. Are you ready? If you are ready, I want to hear your sound. Yes. Beautiful. So today you will see what you have not seen before. They are going to show you the styles that are reigning. The styles that they introduced by themselves. So after this declaration of the winner, we will have the fashion parade. So let them come closer because you have very short time for your presentation. I will appreciate that they are close by. I can see them. So I want to see you to be sure you are available. If I can't see you, we'll move to the next slot. The catering, are you ready? Or we should skip? So join me to welcome the director for the results of the business speech. And we want to know the winner now. Are you ready for it? Can you put your hands together as he comes?
Thank you very much. Now we want to call the results of the maiden edition of a competition, business competition. I would like the 4 presenters to step forward. Please come forward. Please come forward. As they are coming, let's give them a round of applause. Yes, this is a history-making event. And they are the first set to present in the maiden edition of Entrepreneurship Day in Nako University. Please come forward, come forward. Let's give them a round of applause once again. Yes, so we want to know the winner for this first edition. And the winner will be going home with the EDC Director's Prize. Just a minute. Okay, are we ready now? So let me confirm their names or the businesses they represent. We have Deborah. Who is Deborah? Okay. We have Giovanna. Okay. We have Jagawa. All right. And Oladipupo. All right. So now we have first, second, third, and fourth positions. So I want to start from the fourth position. Under innovation, scores were given, and presentations had their scores. Relevance also was scored, as well as traction. And each of them gave us an idea of how much they would be needed to start the business. But in all, we have their scores. So I go straight to the final scores. The fourth position has a total score of 22 over 40. And the position goes to Oladipupo. Let's give her a round of applause. Oladipupo has the first position. She has done well. This is just the beginning. And the Bible says we should despise not the days of what? Of small beginnings. You are going places. Now the second position, third position. Okay. That was the fourth. So we are going to the third position. The third position goes to with a score of 23 over 14. is no other person than Deborah. Deborah Talimowo. Congratulations, you've tried. Now, permit me to call the first position. First position. Now we have the fourth, we have the third. I'm skipping the second to the first position, and by implication, we will know who the second position will be after the call. So the candidate or the business, the winner of the maiden edition of Akron University campus-wide Entrepreneurship Day goes to the candidate with a total score of 28 over 40. The person is no other than Giovanna. So she will be going home. Is he going home or going to the hostel? Going home with the director's prize, while others will have consolation prizes. And I'm sure you they will get that prize before they leave this place today. So let's give them a round of applause. So by application, our second position goes to Jagawa. You've all done very well. I want to see your business prosper. So thank you very much. So let us, a score, yes, I gave it. 28 over 40. That's okay. For the second position, the total score is 25 over 40. So congratulations. All right, so please, when you are done, you meet with the chairman of the planning committee for this maiden edition, in person of Mr. Undifreke Ebong. You meet him, he's going to tell you the modalities to get your prizes. So you will definitely get your prizes before you leave this place today. So let's give them a round of applause. Do we have a song for them? Stand up, stand up. Do we have that? Okay. All right. Can we sing it for them? Stand up for the champion. Are you not rejoicing with them? Let's stand up. Let's understand. For Giovanna. Let's stand up for Giovanna. And one thing that is very striking, she came prepared. She came prepared. She was outstanding in her presentation. And also, every one of us got a sample to why she was making
be the best,
so let's give her
number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, though I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, stand up. For the champions, stand up. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just like that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
Thank you. And in addition to that, she is a 400 level student. And by application, she will be in the next convocation, isn't it? And by the grace of God, we are promising that on that convocation day, you will be recognized as the winner of the maiden edition of Akron University Campus-wide Entrepreneurship Day. So that's a date you are going to keep with us at the EDC. And then for all those who participated, please, you have taken the first step. The journey just started. There is an entrepreneurship challenge, a nationwide entrepreneurship challenge that will be coming up before the end of the year. So we'll work with you to make sure that you are able to make presentation at that level. So the modalities will be given to you, and will support you to be able to enlist for that particular competition. And some other ones that will be coming up. It is a time to open up the space for you. And that is why we are here. And I'm very, very honored. I'm happy that you were patient to sit all through this program. And I believe your lives, your entrepreneurial journey will never be the same again. Can we give ourselves a round of applause once again? Thank you. The chairman.
All right. I just want to chip in.